Hello, and welcome back everyone to my Assassin's Creed review and ranking series. This time, we'll be going over Assassin's Creed Brotherhood from 2010. This one is a direct sequel to Assassin's Creed 2, not just in modern day story, but for the historical story, as it carries on the story of Ezio Auditore, the only character in the series thus far to have received more than one main game. Let's see how this game compares to its predecessor by going over the gameplay and story before I reach my final verdict. And just like other previous videos, spoiler alert once again. I kinda figured you'd know that by now though. The general gameplay of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is more or less the exact same as Assassin's Creed 2. They basically just carried over the gameplay and the UI and put it into a new game with a new title. They do that with every game now! That doesn't mean there's nothing new added to it. One big thing I love are the kill streaks. Once you kill one enemy, just point your directional stick towards another enemy and hit the attack button to instantly kill them in an awesome, brutal fashion. And you just keep going and going until you get hit, or some random asshole grabs you from behind. Another big element they added into the game that'll become a staple are the assassin recruits. You basically just go around the city and help random citizens and then recruit them to the assassin cause. Once you do that, you can summon them and have them assassinate and fight whomever you target. And once you have enough, you can have them summon a motherfucking arrow storm to instantly kill a group of enemies without breaking a sweat. It's like you're Heisenberg just standing there chilling while you have your own goons going out and killing your enemies for you. The game also added a new weapon, the crossbow, the main stealth weapon in the game that you'll use and is essential if you want to get 100% sync on all the missions. We'll get to that later. There's also a point near the end of the game where you have the Apple of Eden, the most powerful ancient artifact that gives you and it's pretty fucking awesome in the memories where you get to use them. Other than that, not too much has changed from Assassin's Creed 2. On the other hand, when it comes to the story, the story of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, however, isn't a carbon copy of the previous game. It starts off immediately, and I mean immediately, from where 2 finished off, and continues the story of Ezio Auditore da Firenze as he goes off to Rome, the stronghold of the Templars, as he slowly brings them down and revitalizes the power of the Assassin Brotherhood. All the other characters and storylines basically carry over from the last game, so you have returning characters like Claudia Auditore, Niccolo Machiavelli, and Rodrigo Borgia. Oh yeah, there's also the modern day story too. Now you're in present day Monteriggioni as you search for the Apple of Eden, so now you're looking through Ezio's memories to track it down. This is also kind of the first main game where you're kind of confined to one big main city instead of multiple cities you can go between. But Rome is a great city to be confined in. It was the biggest map in the entire series at that point, at least I think. It had the vast, sprawling city, the ancient ruins, and the open farmlands that makes it fun to free roam throughout. Point for being able to fucking climb to the top of the Colosseum. That's always fun. You know what's also fun? Ripping your hair out trying to get 100% sync on every mission to get fully synced. Seriously, I have a love-hate, but mostly hate relationship with the full synchronization constraints. Some of them make the missions play out cooler from doing them, but then a lot of them just make them unnecessarily difficult to do. Mostly the ones where you have to remain undetected throughout the whole thing. It doesn't help at all when you don't get any checkpoints and you have to restart the entire memory over again if you fail the optional constraint and are a completionist like myself. Katsu. There's a reason why the infamous tank mission is regarded among the entire fandom as the hardest, hellish, most difficult, and most bullshit mission in the entire history of the franchise. FYI, I actually beat that mission on the first try somehow. Although I had internet walkthroughs and maybe a bit of cheating to help me through that. But yeah, the optional objectives are probably my biggest gripe out of this entire game. It limits and restricts how you're able to play the missions as you feel obligated to do the missions as the game tells you, instead of how you want it. But I digress. It's time for the final verdict now. To be fair, it's kinda hard to follow up a game like Assassin's Creed 2, but I think Brotherhood does a good job with the follow-up, even if most of its assets were directly copied from 2. The gameplay is further improved from the previous games, and the story mode is a good continuation from where we last left off in the last game. We get more of Ezio and his Heisenberg goatee goodness, so there's a plus.
Shut the fuck up, Ezio, dick rider!
And Rome is a fun city to roam around in. Unfortunately, the bullshit of the optional constraints badly affected the verdict of this, but not by an exponential amount, although I'm sure it would have been worse if I hadn't beaten that tank mission in one try. Anyway, I think I'll give Assassin's Creed Brotherhood overall an 8.4 out of 10. It's not as good as Assassin's Creed 2 in my opinion, but it's still a great game, and I think it managed to fill the big shoes left behind by its predecessor, which not many sequels can do. Once again, the optional constraints are partly to blame for the lower score, along with the fact that the story mode is not as good as the last one either in my opinion, but it's still great, don't get me wrong. There, see? I have negative things to say about an Assassin's Creed game with Ezio in it. Am I an Ezio fanboy now?
Fuck Ezio, we all know Connor's the best character in the series.
Oh dear lord, don't start that now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on my thoughts and how you would personally rank Assassin's Creed Brotherhood among the series. Next time, we'll be looking at the third and final chapter in the Ezio Trilogy, Assassin's Creed Revelations. It'll be the end of an era for two separate assassins in two separate time periods, so look forward to that.
I intend to write a book about you one day.
If you do, make it short.
Take care everyone, and thanks for watching. Remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Hey, what's the matter you, Altair?
That's racist.
You're racist.